Hey guys, it's Tech4 from InfDoubleD Just a little video for a new series we're starting up. This is something I did on my own channel before this, just a little bit, dabbled in it, but never really did too much about it. So I like to call this series Analyze Me. Pretty much where we take one of our community's replays, look at it, and tell them what they could do better. Pretty much like a free coaching type thing where maybe you lost a game, maybe you won it, but you feel like you can do better. You know, whatever the case may be, just pack it up, set it in, and when we get a chance, we're gonna look at it and break down your gameplay and see what you can do better. First one, we get InfDoubleD. This is Dark Daddy on our site, Platinum Zerg. This is his EU account he's playing on. He's gonna go against a Zerg Easy Turtle. I'm not sure really what rank he is. I'm guessing somewhere in the mid-platinum range anyway. But back to before we jump right in this game, before too much action comes on, just letting you know what you can actually do is, if you want to send in a replay, have to be platinum or lower right now until we get some higher level streamers that are willing to break down videos and do it. I can't really teach anyone really high diamond or above, so right now for the best it can be, we're gonna stick to platinum and lower. So if you do want to send it in though, you can just email it to infinity.gaming2012@gmail.com, or just send us a PM on YouTube. Either one's completely fine. We'll get to it as soon as possible. So right off the bat, we see Overlord just kind of trying to look around for Double D. He was able to catch that scouting drone. Not really sure why he did that. It's kind of a waste of mining time. Unless he's getting a really fast bailing nest after that, I don't see what the purpose of that is. If there's a bailing nest after, then yeah, sure. I could understand that because you don't want him to scout what's coming. But he's pulling off gas, so that's probably not going to be the case. I'm going to change it over to his vision. So he has not even scouted his opponent's base yet. That's a little bit scary. You don't know what's coming up. He's getting link speed earlier, which is thankful, but there's finally link speed coming up for Blue. Blue's a little bit behind. Oh my god. And we've got their 4 initial Zerglings coming out, and still making a couple more. See what he decides to do here. You generally like to see just like 4 come out at the beginning, do a little bit of scouting, prodding around the middle, and then go to drones. Then if you both did the same build, which is usually a 14-14 in this matchup, sometimes you'll both do a hatch first, but that's less likely. You both do a 14-14, they'll meet somewhere in the middle, and usually you should have your second or third Overlord around this area, and that helps to see if they're doing the same build as you. I'll get back to that in just a second. But what I was going to say is, you want to get those couple out, that way you can scout, see what he's doing, and then retreat back and make more Zerglings to meet him, or keep drawing up. See, here right now, I'm not really happy about all these Zerglings he's making here. He's also expanding. That's going to put him really behind in economy, I believe. So yeah, he's just up on gas right now, I guess. Looks like opponent probably has 2 in gas or something, but we don't really know that for sure, so I'm not going to talk about that too much. Opponent's expanding as well. Already has that queen out. Dark Daddy not making a second queen.
Are under attack.
It's kind of interesting what his thought process is here. That's a lot of Zerglings for this time of the game. Both players are expanding. I'd much rather see a bailing nest, especially with all that bad gas. He can't actually do anything with that gas right now. That's a huge mistake, I think. If he there's a roach one coming out. Okay. So it looks like he's gonna go for like a roachling all in. I still feel like this gas might be a little overkill. I'd like to see that gas being taken later, because now he's gonna have about 250 bank gas by the time the roachborn pops. That's too much. What he should have done, I believe, kept off gas here. Use those drones to mine minerals. That'll give you so many more minerals to get more drones out. You could have got a second queen out already. Could have used up this larva. And then when you... Oh, that's just a bad engagement. No. Just doing more. That's actually really good engagement. He's going to take out a lot here. What is he doing? I don't know how. That queen's, yeah, that was just a bad move by Blue. He's gotta get around there and get the queen. Gotta get the queen, Dark Daddy. He did. But he's gonna lose those lings. Blue's gonna clean it up. 2 queens, spine crawler, and a few lings. That's a good engagement. Now he's gonna be careful because a ton more lings are coming across the map for Blue, most likely. We gotta get that defense up. I would still like to see that baling nest down so we can get some bailings and hold off. What I was saying though, don't spend this gas early. Use it for minerals, which gives you drones, which will give you a better economy. If he did that, he probably would have this saturated by now. And then, when you get ready to need that, double evo, 2 in each, and then that'll be enough to constantly produce roaches. Right now, see, he's only taking his 2nd evo chamber now, while he's trying to also gonna get double upgrades off it. There's a sense of false security from this because he has so much bank gas. He thinks, oh, I'm all set to do that. He's gonna lose this. More lings popping. You gotta get that queen out there too, I think. But he's gonna get it away. Would have been better if you could get that queen out earlier to do tanking, do some hits, and could have saved a few more lings, but it's not a big deal. Back to what I was saying. So much bank gas right now that he's gonna think running off 2 gas. Once he transfers, he's gonna be a little bit late transferring as well. 2 gas will do constant roaches and double upgrades. That's clearly not the case. 2 gases with 2 each will do infinite roaches. 3 gas will do, I believe it'll do double upgrades plus your roach stuff, but you won't be able to afford layer. Right now he's spending so much in gas that I just don't understand it. See right now he's only able to get 1 roach right out now. You see his opponent obviously has a spire up, or not a spire up, layer up way before him. He's dumping all these resources into roach tech, but he only has what, 1 roach? Is it even popped yet? Hasn't even made a roach yet. He has not even made a roach yet. That's not good at all. There's finally his roaches coming out, but he can't afford it on this little gas. He's got that false sense of security. He's got to get more gases. But if he gets more gases, he's not gonna have the. He's not gonna have the drones to saturate over there. Nice play by Blue, getting that scout in. A little better scout than poking the front like Dark Daddy did. Dark Daddy's playing really completely blind here. He knows he has a lair from that Overseer. But unless I missed a scout coming through there, I don't think he really knows much else. Might as well use the wings to poke down that. That's not a bad idea. Wish he would have used a few more and got it out quicker. We'll see. What I was talking about earlier, getting that roach worn out fast. I was thinking, oh, this looks like a roach like all in, and obviously it's not because it's taking so long to develop. And any good player in this, if he's playing a good player here, that player will have so much better economy because he didn't need to spend so much in tech early. Dark Daddy's finally decently saturated on both ends, but I don't know if he completely is. Nice scout coming up now. Hopefully not going to lose the Overseer. Not doing anything in the meantime though. Multitasking could be quite a bit better. There's a bunch of roaches coming out. See economy. Blue's pretty much caught right up. Only 1 drone behind. 1 drone is a difference, but it's not that major. Dark Daddy now doing nothing with his evo chambers after getting +1/+1. Does not have roach speed. That needs to be your first thing you get on your roaches. If you want them to be expensive, be valuable. And the thing is, he can't really afford it because he keeps pumping these roaches, and these roaches are out of position if you're going to send those up there. Get those all together. You can't afford it because now he's finally getting those 2 other gas because he realized it. But because he took this gas early and was using it early, that forced him to bank up a lot, and he felt like that was very secure and tried to go into double upgrades, get in a lair, and then he just can't afford all that. Definitely. First biggest mistake here. Don't saturate this so early.
Our forces are under attack.
It's not dead, okay. Don't saturate that so early. Get this one just when you feel like you need it, then saturate them both at the same time. and work into a third if you feel like doing some upgrades and getting out triple gas much earlier. And that'll give you many more drones early on, much more minerals. Probably had his third earlier. And here looks like a big push coming from blue. He's got to get those roaches up. I guess he drew back there. Those lings right here, that's a good position for him. They better be counterattacking. Absolutely must, because you know you're on 3 base. You know your opponent's on 2 base. His army's going to be bigger than yours, especially when you see those infestors, how scary those are. And these roaches need to come up. These roaches need to come up. Oh, that's scary. That's scary. Okay, now this attacking. That's a really bad engagement. If he would just A-moved onto them with what he should have done, he would have done much better. Now that's looking weird. These lings right here never counterattacked. He's going to have many more roaches coming back. This has got to pull back. He has no reinforcements coming. Yet, he has plenty of reinforcements. Gotta keep your stuff together. Absolutely have to keep your stuff together. There's no getting around that. This right here should be on a separate hotkey, and that should be going in there. Hopefully you can pick off that infestor. That's pretty big, but get your stuff back. You're just losing. And you're outnumbered. He should not be pushing across the map right now. Reinforcements are going to be better for blue, especially on this side of the map when he's on less bases. Blue might be trying to expand. No, might have poked up, but that's about it. And I'd like to get rid of this overseer here. He's working into hive. Okay, he's working into infestors as well. But hive, when he's pretty much doing it for upgrades, it looks like. Maybe he's gonna get something out after it. Maybe ultras. Don't agree with that. Floating quite a bit of minerals, but it's not a whole heck of a ton. I'd really like to see all these larvae. You have a lot more larvae there. All that larva needs to get onto these minerals ASAP, so you can skyrocket your economy. Once that, you gotta keep scouting here. He probably took that base, or in the process of trying to take the base. Overlord spread could be a lot better. It's ZvZ. You can overlord there. All those ones just died when they didn't do anything, which they could have been absolutely detrimental earlier. Could have swept in, probably taken out all the drones back here when his army was out of position, at least most of them. This army needs to be up here just a little bit more. He's going to poke out a little bit at a time. Those infestors need to pull back, or that's going to be scary. I like to see these lings up in this area a little bit more so you can flank when he does decide to push in. Don't waste it on that. No, your roaches need to come in. It's going to look like it's going to be a really bad engagement at the end. Just aim move. There you go, there's the aim move. That's what he needs to help him out. No, but all these roaches stop. Infestors on A move. And they're all going to die very quickly. At this point, you just took out his army. I don't know how. He better just be pushing across the map. See more roaches being made. He's only making infestors. There's so much minerals banks. He's finally now getting these other 2 gases. I'd like to see him have just double expand here. Get a couple macro hatches down. There's no reason not to. You have the minerals to do it. And if you're just pumping lings, yeah, they don't do a ton when you didn't get upgrades for them, but they still do fairly well. And you see again, he's gas starved because of all that he had to do. He's now just feels like he can afford these gases. He should have got those a long time ago, but he's probably behind on upgrades. I didn't check when he came through. Let's see here. Somehow he's up on upgrades. Somehow, but looks like he might be behind in economy pretty soon. Somehow he's up in upgrades. You've gotta absolutely have to be getting those upgrades as soon as you can. Now getting a bailing nest, I don't really know if I agree with that plan. Doesn't really have much that bailing's gonna do good against. Help soak up a few lands, but that's about it. Let's see the rally point just set up here. This right here, this big clump, as we've seen it all game, when stuff comes in, gets kind of swamped up. A few roaches will go attack it, they die. Then a few more roaches will go attack and die. And it's been really bad engagements all game. Of course, the opener. I mentioned the gas over and over and over, that could have been better. One other thing. I like to do, well, transfer these workers is one thing I like to do. But a lot going on. This is a platinum level game, so I understand that you're not catching everything. Clutch scout. Nice job scouting out around everywhere there. He's gonna catch this. Don't know if he's gonna do anything to stop it though. These lings, they're probably gonna scout down this other way. Oh, he's gonna go bailing. Mineral line. Too bad that's not gonna do anything at all. Oh, those lings go down. The other thing I like to do besides this whole gas, that was kind of a mishap. This roach warren, I felt like that was a little early. For what he wanted to do, it was early, I should say. I mean, you have two options when you do that. Either roach rush with speedlings following, the roaches will not have roach speed. Or wait and get roach speed. When you wait and get roach speed, you go lair first. Use one gas until you get lair. As soon as you start lair, get that second gas. I'm going to plop down this roach warren right about when your lair is half done, and then you get roach speed right as soon as you can. Then if you have that going on, all those bailings, way more bailings than he needed. I don't know how that one lived. How did that drop? I don't know. But that was a nice play. Anyway, once that's halfway done, you get roach warren, get roach speed ASAP. He's just now getting it. That's been absolutely detrimental to him. Once that happens, then you can go ahead and get one more gas, maybe two more if you feel like going super upgrades, and go ahead and push across the map. He's now got a max army sitting on 2-2. Should be then 3-3 a long time ago. Does not have roach speed. That's awful. That is really, really awful. I think it's like, oh, it only means how fast they get across the map. No, it doesn't. It means how fast they're gonna do anything. Oh, you gotta engage that Dark Daddy. You have to engage here. You see those broodlords coming out. You have absolutely nothing for the broodlords. All those infestors are dying. Those should be sending out infested parents all under here. Great engagement against the roaches, because Blue did the same thing that Dark Daddy's done. But keep pushing these roaches. You gotta get infested parents out. Don't be fungal. You don't need a fungal here. Drop those down. Drop those down. Infested parents. You have nothing for broodlords. That's gonna be your biggest concern. Finally, they're coming out. Hopefully, they live long enough. Hopefully, he's pumping out more roaches, which he is not. He's sitting on a ton of supply. Send this into the base. Roaches first. Roaches first. Not like that. This has to get into that base and do some damage. Those broodlords are going to live because of this. Those roaches could do a lot of damage. It's probably a decent call sending them in there. It's more important right now. If he can take out all this tech, these roaches better be doing something. But so much banked resources, and he's getting ultraless. Oh, stop the ultraless production. Good job getting this fire. He won the game. So, no matter what I said, good job winning it. But at the end, you don't need the ultras. I'm sure he started that. I missed it. I apologize. Before you saw the broodlisks. But once you do, broodlisks. I always call them broodlisks. Think of this giant broodlord throwing down ultralisks at enemies. It'd be pretty cool. But regardless, stop this upgrade. Well, you have plenty of money, but still, once you get better at spending your money, stop that. Get out this earlier. Maybe even go double. I'd go double. That way, for double upgrades and just mass corruptor. You don't need broodlords because you have the ground army B. You're just using it to defend against the broodlords. Other than that, like I keep saying about this gas, that's using it way too early. Has way too much banked by the time he wants to do anything with it. Use those on the minerals, get more drones out, which will saturate this space a little bit quicker, which will end up getting this space a little bit quicker. And then, when you have those more drones, you can go ahead and get more gas at the same time, get your lair, then get your roach warren, then get another gas, then get your 2 evo chambers. I feel like that was his biggest thing, was just the whole workup. I feel like he could have started this whole game off way more ahead than what he did. It's just because of his build order, it put him way behind. He just got lucky. I shouldn't say lucky. I mean, he did significantly better than his opponent on upgrades. He shouldn't have. Absolutely shouldn't have. He stayed in 1-1. But Double D should have been up on upgrades. As soon as these things get done an upgrade, start another one. When you one good thing, if you're just looking at upgrades, when you start 2-2, as soon as you start 2-2, you can put down a infestation pit. As soon as your infestation pit's done, make a hive. As soon as the hive done is at the same exact time as +2/+2 will finish. Easy way to get +3/+3. One thing you could do, as you see, it doesn't really have many hotkeys here, so you got plenty left over. Go ahead and put these on a hotkey. So just hotkey over to them once in a while. See, oh, there's no progress bar. They must be done. Let's start the next set. Other than that, use your whole army the whole time. Make sure if you see any engagement, just attack, move into it, or retreat away from it. Make that decision as fast as you can, and do it. Letting just a few things attack really put him behind a lot of engagements where you could have just absolutely crushed. Notice macro hatches. Blue had it. That's why his money was low. That and because Dark Daddy killed everything. But that's another thing Dark Daddy could have done. He was really floating a lot, especially minerals, during that game. Macro hatch. I like to have one on the main base just in case there's a drop. You can kind of react to it a little bit faster. Maybe one on the third, again, so you can react to any sort of pressure this way. Then a couple up front. Just quicker reinforcements. Could have expanded here if you wanted to. No reason not to. I mean, the opponent's on 4 base. I like how he took the gold, but he had more minerals banked. There's nothing to do with him. Get out macro hatches and expand. No reason not to. It's finally second Garda space and third for Dark Daddy. But I feel like some other stuff, his decision making was fairly decent throughout the most part. Bailing bust here, or not bust, but bailing to take out that was absolutely clutch. I could just send this game spiraling out of control the other way if that didn't happen. That's absolutely huge. And nice job splitting off that army. Even though I hated that choice, I would like to see him completely take out the mining base. Brought those roaches in first. I could have cleaned up all those roaches, and then the Fesitarians behind, as long as they didn't die before they got to the brood lords. There we go. Brood lords. I'm losing it today. I'm sorry. It's early in the morning. But could have got out those brood lords. Would have had absolutely no standing army because those brood lords are the only thing that's gonna worry you, bother you at all. And then once that's gone, work into your other mining base. If he has this, it's not a big deal. It really isn't. There's nothing. Shouldn't be anything mining here. Apparently there still is. Actually might just not have vision of that. But that's not a big deal. Don't worry about bases that are mined out. This should have been mined out. This should have been mined out. That one's close for Dark Daddy. He was ahead in that regard. But at the same time, he did make the decision to come in here, and that's okay too. That actually is okay. Not what I do, not what most people do, but it is okay. If he can snipe this Roach Warren, snipe this Hive or whatever else you want to, that's worth it in gold, because now Blue has to make a whole new Roach Warren before he can start making out roaches, and that just really hurts because he has to sit around. He's probably gonna mess out Brood Lords because he can't make anything else. Lings would be worthless here. He has no tech for anything else. His decision worked out for him. I think he had much better army, much better upgrades. Oh, he did have 3 attack, but sitting on 1-1 for Blue, that's probably the main reason why Blue lost there. Double D could have absolutely stomped him. Those other few issues would have been resolved, and I expect him to do better next time. But overall, well played. It was a decent game. ZvZ is really one of those ones that are kind of tough to master, and comes down to a lot of really minor things that could make or break a game. So, Double D, I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for sending your replay in. Anyone else wants to send their replays in, you can send it on, just PM on YouTube would probably be the easiest way. And we'll take a look at it when I get a chance. It might be a while. Depends on what I'm doing. But, again, Double D, thanks for sending this replay in. Hope this helps you out. See ya.